Hello my loves and welcome to my channel. I am Kellen Love. I am your tarot reader, your fairy and painter, here to serve you some peace, love, and magic, alright? Today we're going to do a reading on what makes you magnetic, okay? Why are people drawn to you? Why do you pull people in with your energy and aura and actions and words, all of it. We're going to figure out what draws people to you. Magnetism is that force. It's your gravity. It's your energy and your vibe that's pulling people in and make people orbit and crash into you. I'm just kidding. But why are you magnetic? All right, that's the reading. I'm so excited to read for you. My socials and tip jar and all that stuff is down below if you would like to follow me further or support me in other ways. But yeah, you'll just pick a pile. I'm gonna do 3 different crystals. You will pick a crystal that you are drawn to the most, that you are pulled to, that magnetizes you the most, and then you will pick the time and the timestamp that goes with that, and that's your reading. All right, those are your messages. Okay, I love you so much. I'm so excited. I'm going to do a prayer before I show you the crystals to dedicate and bless the reading, and then we'll get right into it. Okay, all right. I love you so much. Okay. All right. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father and Mother, dear Mother Gaia, the great cosmic mother, to the gods and goddesses, energies and entities that are all about love and peace and magic and truth and clarity and divine insight, I invite you into this reading. To my angels, my ancestors, and my guides, to my loved ones on the other side, and my aliens, thank you for being here. I invite you here. I ask for blessings, and I am so grateful for your energies. I ask for you to bless me, bless my viewers, bless this video, my cards, my energy, my home, their home, anywhere else that they are in, and the people around them. I ask for blessings and protection and love and light. I ask for a clear, divine, and intentional message, a message of love and a great hype up. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for being here. And in the name of love, amen, ashe, so mote it be, and let's go. All right, so we have 3 different crystals to choose from. The first crystal is the clear quartz crystal. This is my daddy crystal, my master crystal. If I had to choose one, it would probably be this one, just because it's iconic and classic. Then we have this Lapis Lazuli, one of my very few blue crystals. A crystal that obviously takes you back to Egypt and always reminds me of the truth of the messenger. And then we have this honey calcite, which always makes me want to eat it because it looks like a piece of like caramel candy or something. It's all the sweetness and warmth and fertility that you have for that with the idea of honey goes with my honey calcite. All right, so we have clear quartz, lapis lazuli, and honey calcite as your options. If you chose the clear quartz crystal, this is your reading, all right? I think I'm gonna start right here in the middle. Actually, how I'm gonna do this deck right now, I'm gonna be nice to it because this is normally how I think it likes to be picked from. We're gonna just spread them out and pick some cards for you, okay? So for the clear quartz crystal, we have the bridge, the Poet and the Queen. Wow. There's energy about all of these three cards, and that is that they're half black. All of these are half black. Then the other part is pretty colorful. But I think that you are very magnetic because of your light and your darkness. You have the Red Queen over here, the moon. So for your feminine energy, for your sexuality, your sensuality, for the truth that you bring people, for your sensitivity and your passion. Then we have the Poet, which has all these birds flying away, which shows me that you're very magnetic for your mind. So not only your sensuality and your maybe witchiness and your feminine drive for truth and passion, but also your mind and your gentleness and your intelligence and your communication. And if you write poetry, definitely that. And then what also makes you very magnetic is that you are a helper, and that you are a helper specifically in between going from like this 3D reality into something more magical. And you are that person that can help people in times of transition, in times of darkness, in times of like dark nights of the soul, or existential crises. But you are that person that sees both worlds, that you see both sides, that you're somebody that can really help somebody else alchemize their life and themselves when maybe they can't do it on their own completely. Okay, so the Queen, the Poet, and the Bridge. All right, now we're gonna draw some animal cards. All right, what makes you, this clear quartz group, so magnetic? I mean, look at this card. Oh, I probably should show you all of them. But when he says magnet, like that right there, it's very magnetizing. You draw people in, you're a helping hand. And your hands could really be a part of what draws people in, because there's hands in all three of these cards. You have the Bridge, we have the Queen with the snake wrapped around the hand, and then you have these two hands holding the moon. So what you create and how you touch people could also be something very magnetic about you. And then we have this darkness and the moon. So I think you're really, really good about holding space for people. Literally this holding the moon thing in space, like in the darkness. You really do hold space for people, for their emotions, for their energy, and for new creation or new ideas, for kind of a new reality for people. You hold that space. You're the person kind of creating the doorway or the home for them to like go through and live in this new reality, because maybe they can't picture it for themselves, or they can't imagine it for themselves. So you help hold that space and imagine and create with your words and your ideas, and you help people transition into something more conscious, or something more magical, something more maybe mysterious as well. You are a mystery, which is also what makes you extremely magnetic. You get the zebra and the horse. So your creativity is on lock. You have this creative, intuitive mind, and then you've got the moon here and on the horse's intuition, or third eye too. So I mean, your third eye, your intuition, even your crown and your yeah, your crown, your creativity is all, or your crown is so, and third eye is so ignited, because you're so open, and that creative spirit really keeps you open to the divine. So then you're able to help people with their journey to get to the more creative spiritual side. All right, what else? What makes you so magnetic? Ooh, the dragonfly. Talk about spirit. Talk about the messenger. Talk about creativity and a little bit of that like inner child that you need to be a good poet, I think, and this light blue peaceful energy that you have. Yeah, it's like this inner child creativity, but it's also an intuition, or it's like this inner child creativity and this ancient intuition, and that's the combo that makes you so magnetic. You're very fluid, and that could be in your energies, like gender fluid, like you your orientation is very fluid, where you go back and forth between masculine and feminine energies, and that is definitely a sign of your creativity and your creations and all that. What makes you so magnetic? What makes you so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic? Okay. Yeah, the journey that you go on and what you're not afraid to leave behind. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. That just lined up beautifully. So we have the bridge and death. We have somebody that's helping in transition. And I was talking about, getting to this more creative, magical dimension, but you could actually physically help people when they transition into death. Like you could notice that you're kind of around your family members or different people that you have conversations with before they pass on, like something very meaningful conversation or a very like good closure or a loving conversation that, or actions or something, if you have noticed that happens to you, that you get good closure or that you really have good conversations with people maybe before they pass on, or that when people die in your friends' lives or family's lives, that you're really good with helping them transition into like the new reality of not having their loved one with them. But you're good in times of death. You are good with helping people get over their past life, with letting their old self die. You're really good about, because you get them to a new dimension, a new reality. That's that transition. That's death. That's the bridge of letting the old pass and creating the new. And then you've got the queen and the high priestess. When I say your intuition, I mean like this is the intuitive card, the triangle that's in the zebra's eye, and then the horse has the high priestess symbol in it. Your feminine energy is gorgeous. And then you also have this horse and zebra energy in the bridge, which is like helping people over. So you can also carry a lot, and you're very strong, and you can, transition and, just really help people along the journey with your intuitive guidance and your stamina and strength. Then you have the poet, right? With the star. Your star qualities is what makes you so magnetic. You're so talented. You have so much talent in your words and your ideas and your beauty and your energy and your capacity to see and feel more than just this dimension has to offer. and to tap into spirit, tap into divinity and creation and inner child goodness and joy. Yeah. All right. Okay. Death, the High Priestess, and the Star. The Bridge, the Queen, and the Poet. Like, wow. Gorgeous energy. Damn. Okay, what makes you so magnetic? What makes you so magnetic? Oh. Okay. Alright, so you have listening, which is especially right on top of the Star. It is that listening to spirit, listening to your own intuition, listening to others, of course. That could also make you a really good, or I mean really magnetic, is the way that you really listen to people. The way you encourage people, your words, the way that you help them transition. You're that kind of coach, that helper, the healer that's helping them get to the next stage, the next level or whatever, or the next part of their journey. You encourage, you hype them up, you compliment, you give out your love and joy. And I can tell it's because you love yourself, you have that inner joy and spirit, so you can give it. And your encouraging energy, your enthusiasm, your childlike joy, and the way you can just give so much because you know that you're tapped in is so magnetic, so beautiful. And then you got Perception and Mother Nature. So, I mean, perception, the way you're seeing things, the way that you are connected, and the way that you self-reflect and you help other people self-reflect, and the way that you just help people see a new perspective because you can see other worlds. I don't know. But yes, your perception makes you magnetic. And then we have Mother Nature. When you are in nature, when you've already like been in it for a while and you've absorbed it, that vitamin D, that tree energy, you are so magnetic, so beautiful. And just in general, you are very connected to Mother Nature. You're an earth angel, or a whatever, you're like a social worker for Mother Nature. You are one of her children. I mean, we all are, but you know it and other people know it, and that's what draws people in, is that they can tell that you're very connected spiritually and that you're very connected to the earth, and you're grounded, and you just get lit up and ignited and cleansed when you are in nature. So people want to bring you there. They feel like you're the most magnetic when you're in nature. And just you being a divine child of the great Mother Gaia, and that you know it and that you act in it, is also what makes you so magnetic. All right, last cards. Last cards. What makes you so magnetic? All right, what makes you so magnetic? What makes this group magnetic? What makes this group magnetic? Last cards. What makes this group so magnetic? Your intelligence. I'm telling you, especially your divine intelligence, that spirit, that spiritual knowledge mixed with this worldly knowledge. But yeah, your intellect, your intuition. Oh, okay, so you've got freedom, vulnerability, roots, community, and learning. The way that you bring people together, the way that you're this kind of unique leader for your community and friends and family, the way that you're always learning, like I said, if it's spiritually or school here, whatever, you are always learning and expanding, and that is so magnetic. The way that you are so grounded. You got the Roots card, the way that you are connected to Mother Nature. Then you got the Vulnerability card, which is that sensitivity of that feminine nature, that duality of the force and the passion mixed with the sensitivity and vulnerability, and just sweetness and space holding. And then you have the freedom card, that free spirit of the poet and the mind, and just letting your beliefs and your imagination kind of run wild sometimes makes you just so magnetic. All right? You're brilliant, you're sexy, you help people in transition, you help people, you know, let things die and bring in the new, and maybe help kind of destroy the old that needs to be destroyed. You are a star, you are the high priestess, you are the queen. I mean, what else do I have to say? All right? Nothing else. Okay? I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you. That was incredible. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. I have social media and tip jar down below if you'd like to share the love. And yeah, I'll see you again on the next one, okay? I love you. Thank you. All right, if you chose this Lapis Lazuli crystal, these are your messages, okay? All right, Lapis Lazuli, my messenger, truth crystal. What makes you so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic, Spirit? What makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic, Spirit? What makes this group so magnetic? Okay, well, you are wildly independent, okay? Talk about fruits of your labor, people seeing your growth, seeing your improvement, seeing your hard work pay off, seeing your reputation and abundance grow. So automatically that's what makes you so abundant. Then you also have definitely your hard work, definitely your work ethic and your work paying off, and you manifesting or one manifesting, and just what you're creating, or just your work and the collection of it, and people being able to see whether that's like your resume or your portfolio or an album or a collection, whatever. It's like people can see the growth, they can see the things adding up, whether that's your followers, your videos, your clients, your sales. Like, people are seeing it add up, and they're noticing, like, okay, you're doing a little bit at a time, but now it's a big pile. Like, we get it. We see that you've put in the work, you've paid your dues. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So your ability to understand life cycles, to work within them, to not be afraid of them, and that's so magnetic because it's going with the flow. It's seeing the ups and downs of life and just staying yourself the whole time. It's also really trusting the truth of that, and you're kind of a beast and when it comes to working and understanding things and pushing through. Also, people might get really drawn to you because you kind of detach and isolate, or take yourself away, take your energy away. If you go into when you go into hermit mode, because again, I'm seeing this very independent energy, very much an individual that knows it themselves and that likes to spend a time alone, maybe sometimes isolates themselves a little too much, whatever, depending on what you think is too much or whatever. But people are kind of drawn to that because of its being a loner. People like that loner energy. They're very curious. They're very intrigued by your lonerness. And you did get the 9 of Swords, which is my anxiety kind of depressed card, right? So that's when like that could be the negative part of this energy. But because of that, people really are more drawn to you because you have been doing the healing on your own, because you have been really trying to reflect and figure out your mentality and spirituality and health and different things on your own. And maybe you do have community a little bit, but for the most part, I see you really doing your inner battles like kind of by yourself. And people honor that because you aren't just projecting and putting all of your problems on other people, or blaming other people, or sweeping things under the rug like a lot of people do. You're dealing with your situations. You cry when you need to cry. You feel your sadness and depression when you need to feel it. You're real about it. When you need to go into holding or go into a moment of pause or going within, you will do that. And people are so drawn to this because it's true, it's real, it's honorable. Like, it is so strong that you're doing this. It is it's like very responsible of you for you to be feeling your feelings. And that's how people feel about you, is that your magnetism comes from your kind of just strength and warriorness when it comes to your emotions and your trauma and therapy and things like that, and your own healing journey. So wildly independent when it comes to your work, your finances, your creativity, but also your spirituality and your healing and your mental health. People are really drawn to that. It's a little bit like tortured soul makes a good artist kind of a thing, where it's just like they know that your sense of reality is very deep and that you have a very wide range of emotions and energies and feelings, that you're all on the scale in the range. So people might not know what kind of energy they're going to get when they come to you. Every day might be different, and it's just like very, very unique and deep. And okay. All right, what makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic, Spirit? What makes this group so magnetic? Okay, so it's this sweet and tough. It is this very, like, you're very sensitive, and I getting this like vulnerability or this it's a sensitivity. You're very sensitive, especially to energies, and just in general, you're sensitive. But you're also really tough and hardworking and stable. And I'm also, my otter card is my hidden gangster card. Okay, you look super sweet, and you are super sensitive, and you are adorable and cute, and you are very fruitful, and you can be very sweet and abundant and sensitive. Yeah, right? Okay, but also don't play with me. But also I can be vicious. Maybe that's why you're crying now at night, is because sorry. Or just like in your sadness is because like you have so many energies running through you. You have the anger and the sadness going through you, and you feel all that stuff. So I mean, like, don't mess with me. Like, I'm working on my healing. I'm going within. I'm meditating. I'm working on my own business, minding my own business. So don't mess with me. Kind of the energy I'm getting. And that shit right there is so magnetic, because you're independent. You're doing your own stuff. You're minding your own damn business, working on your healing, and people are very curious. And they want some of this abundance, and they want some of this sensitivity. They want some of this cleverness. Yeah. They want some of the cycles and range and energy and excitement. You have magic all around you, and they want some of that. That's what's so magnetic about you. And it's because you're very sensitive, meaning you can pick up energies and spirit, and you can pick up so many things around people that they might not see. You sense that. You sense it. You hear spirit. You're sensitive in the way that your senses are like ignited. They're open. And you're spiritually sound is what I'm hearing. You're spiritually sound. This is that wheel, this like understanding of nature and its flows and its natural laws. Okay, all right. That's nice. That's really nice. It's this like adorable, also you got the tarantula. So it's like this adorable, sensitive energy, right? Mouse and the rabbit. Then we got the spiritually sound, giving back to yourself. This energy right here is 100% these two put together. This like independent, spiritual, also like the spirituality, the circle right here, of the patterns and of life and being in touch with the dark energy and dark matter that's around us, that's creating all this mystery and magic, and the matrix that's holding us down. Just tapping into that web. But yeah, it's like we could be cool. We could be cool. We could be chilling. People have tarantulas as pets. The otter can be cute. You could be chilling. For the most part, you chilling. You cute. We all good. Just saying, you're a beast. Just saying. You're a beast. Okay? Alright. So it makes you so magnetic. Alright? What makes this pile so magnetic? What makes this pile so magnetic? I really like that the last pile got the queen and then you got the king out of this deck. Your masculine energy pushing forward, that will, that discipline, that drive, that focused intent, that push, that warrior energy, that fighting spirit, that responsible, get your shit done, focus on my own kingdom, the warmth, the sun energy, the life force, the heat, the gangsterness is the king. All right, you got the king. What else? What else? So your masculine energy could really draw people in. Just being in that and being like a boss, or being a just in charge and direct and more structured or whatever. When you're in that, could really, really draw people in. Okay, what else makes you so magnetic? What else makes you so magnetic? The eternal child. I love that. And the way it matches too. Yes, it's just this wisdom. I feel like it really, I like the color matching. The internal child, which also has the sun in the middle of it. And what I was talking about, I feel like it's these colors. But you are balanced in energy, and you do have this fire and enthusiasm within you, and this warmth that's leading the way. This this eternal source energy, the fact that you know that it's there, that you can tap into this eternal flame. So yeah, always keeping your childlikeness, which is part of your sensitivity, is that you didn't. A lot of people go cold or they go numb. They become an adult and they lose their magic and belief, and you didn't. And I think that's why you also are so sensitive and you're feeling through things so hard sometimes, is because you have your child intact, and your inner child is going through all these things as well. So you have to feel through and let your child deal and handle the way that they're going to deal and handle things, because you're keeping your inner child with you and you're not hiding them away. That sensitivity, it's here with you, it's here to stay. It's like, yeah, don't mess with me, obviously, but I'm not going to just hide away and pretend like this part of me doesn't exist and doesn't want to be out and play. And yeah, so it's like you have this warrior and you're tough and you'll work hard, especially so that your inner child can be at peace. And then you've got the crone, which is this mysterious, magical, a little bit witchy, enlightened, spiritual gangsterness. In touch with your darkness, being able to sense the world around you more than what we just physically see or the stuff that science can fully explain right now. But yeah, you have spiritual richness, spiritual value that people are really drawn to. You have a wisdom and an experience about you. Your soul feels very experienced. And that's why you feel so much. So people might think that it's because it's inexperience that you're in your inner child and you're so sensitive and you're feeling, but actually it's because of your wisdom and your enlightenment and your level up spiritually, that you know that your inner child and this sensitivity is like the most wise part of yourself. Okay. All right. And then if you've got the king and you're working hard so your masculine energy can provide for this more feminine, sensitive, childlike energy, beautiful. That's that balance. All right. What makes you so magnetic? What makes you so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic, Spirit? What makes this group so magnetic? Wow. Wow. Also, the way that you just keep going, the way that you just work hard and you keep going through the cycles no matter what, like, no matter if you get rejected or if you get, like, told, whatever, you get put down or something ends, it doesn't work out, whatever, the fact that you keep going, people see that within your business and, or love or whatever, and they see that how you've pushed forward. So your journey, your warriorness, your push forward, and yeah, just you moving on and accepting is what makes you so magnetic. All right, and then you got venture and magic. Okay, so you're adventurous, your journeys, your spontaneity, the way that you go with the flow, that Wheel of Fortune energy. Yeah, you're adventurous, the journeys, your travel. You are so magnetic for how you travel and how you go on adventures and how you're down for a lot of things and wildness. Also, your magic. You're literally those witchy vibes. I mean, you're here, aren't you? You're listening to tarot, so you're obviously magical. You obviously believe in something. And people can see it, they're drawn to it, they love it. All that good stuff, okay? And that's what's bringing it in. And you tapping into your emotions and feeling, they can tell that that is where your magic comes from, is because you do feel and you are sensitive to the energies. So you can manipulate and work and mold and alchemize them, okay? All right, I love you so much. We're gonna pull a couple more cards from the deck that I made, and yeah, all right. Okay, what makes you so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, your perspective. And I'm getting that inner child, the childlike perspective, the way that you just view things kind of differently. You view your work differently. You view how you operate. And yeah, I'm just getting kind of an unconventional job that's following your passion, the way that you follow what lights you up. You've got this sun, this flame, this childlike enthusiasm pulling you forward. You've also got this sex and passion together. You've got the sexiness and sensuality, especially this drive that people are seeing in your work and they're assuming that goes into your sex life, and they're very magnetized by that. You also got the Phoenix card. So again, that fiery sun in source energy within you that is transforming you and evolving you, and that's part of those cycles, that wheel of fortune. And what also might be part of what you're grieving and what you're sad for about, you know, it's not these like normal things. It's literally like ego deaths. It's literally deaths of your past selves and past or like old realities that you're leaving and never coming back to. So if people don't understand what you're crying about, it's like, yeah, I'm dying and I'm becoming new. So fuck you. I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's just so magnetic the way that you are reborn and that you're constantly transforming, that people can't like hold down a definition for you or whatever. They can't. If they knew you a couple years ago, they couldn't describe you now. And then you've got the communication card. So your words, the way that you communicate to spirit, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you talk to others, and that you communicate your ideas across, and that, yeah, you just create adventure with your words and your conversations. Last but not least, because you got it twice, I'm just going to end on this. Not only did you get the magic out of my fairy godmother deck, but out of my deck, you also got the magic card, okay? What else do I have to say? What makes you so magnetic is your magic. And I highly advise working on it more, because that is definitely very potent. So journal or get out, you know, in nature and talk to the moon or whatever you got to do. But your magic is enticing, it is intriguing, it is igniting, it's illuminating. You get the drift? All right. Your magic. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. I'm saying nothing more. I love you so much. I hope to see you again soon. If you'd like to share the love and support even further, my social media and tip jar is down below. But I love you so much. I'm so thankful that you're here. And yeah, all right. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Bye. All right. If you chose this honey calcite crystal, this is your reading. These are your messages. Okay. All right. What makes you so magnetic? Besides your sweetness, obviously. I'm hearing sweet and tangy. All right, come on. What makes you so magnetic? What makes you so magnetic? Oh, what makes you so magnetic? Wow. Okay. We have the beaver and the hummingbird, which both have, I'll just say a very, well, actually I'll talk about them separately. The hummingbird is, I think, an animal spirit that has a lot of creativity, that definitely has a childlike energy about it, but it also is very persistent, I will say, very determined to get to that sugar, to get to that flower. So very determined. Hummingbirds are one of the like few creatures that can fly backwards, and so it's something about that too, about like you being able to operate, or maybe people think like sometimes you're going backwards, but really like you're still going forward, if that doesn't make sense. That even when it's people perceive you going like slower than you really are, like sometimes hummingbirds look like they're just staying in one place even though their wings are flapping so hard. So it's kind of like that, like people might not always know how hard you're working because you make it look effortless, as well as people are so magnetized by the way that your path isn't normal and that you're not going in the direction or the route that they thought you were, or that they assume is the normal way. Like you do things on a very different path, you go outside the lines, you are like, you're just like completely kind of destroying the idea of this path and being like, look, like, yeah, you could go down this path, or you could also like enjoy the whole forest. So it's kind of just this more like playful, expansive energy that rethinks everything. And yeah, just like you go by your own timing. Then you got the beaver, that is definitely somebody that has a very good home life and that's very hardworking and structured, and I definitely get a very joyful energy from this beaver because he's like coming to help me, I feel like, in this card. So you could definitely be like that. Somebody that's very reliable and a very good friend, and that you just are very providing for like structures. You could be somebody that really puts together things like a home and just like interior design, or an event or a party or a project. You really know how to actually build the structure for the party to happen, or you know how to build the skeleton to make like a movie happen, or the like framework. Like you make the base and the foundation and the framework for whatever you're creating, you're building, or a part of, whether, yeah, that's like a home or an event or something. Then you got the buffalo, which is one of my favorite cards, mostly because I'm Taurus. But I love the purple and pink, and then it gives me this like magical white buffalo vibes too, like a very like spiritual being that's coming down. It's like very rare. So you have that too, this very like strong, structured energy, as well as like, so you've got the very strong structure, and then you've got this hummingbird and the butterfly. So it's like you have this foundation and built, it's air and earth, right? It's but then you've also got this lot of creativity and kind of still some fiery energy from here too. But you've got the creativity and the passion and intellect and the ability to transform and move on, but you're also very grounded and structured and solid, and you can really help with foundations and building and creating like real legacy, real business, real like you really can create a home really well. You can create a great environments and spaces and community. Okay. But you also need like that adventure and the lightness to just kind of pick up and go whenever, to travel and to be the butterfly and to change and to go on the wild adventures of the hummingbird and things. So, and to be within the flowers and the goodness and the spontaneity and flow of life. So the fact that you can do both of those at the same time, you've got this like, yeah, anyway, I love it. All right, what makes you so magnetic? Ooh. Oh yes. makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic, Spirit? Okay. So, you definitely can provide for yourself. You definitely have very providing energy about you. I mean, this right here is the ultimate, like, daddy energy, right? This, providing and responsible, and that vision that's, like, about community and legacy and foundation, what I was talking about. Just being this, people feel this about you. They feel that you're wealthy. They feel that you're rich. They feel that you know yourself, that you're confident, that you can just stand on your own. You are so magnetic because of the way that you help people also see what they have and be thankful or get over depression or loss. You have the ability to help people that are grieving. And yeah, you just are able to look towards the future. Then you also have the Six of Cups. So you are so magnetic because people definitely feel like you're a soulmate. You have soulmate energy, meaning that you connect to people on a soul level, that you see people there, that you hear them out there, that there's just this like deeper dimension that you take people to. And so when they get into your life and they feel that connection, especially when they have a very similar like soul vibration or frequency to you, or a frequency that really is complement to yours, they feel like that you're their soulmate, like just theirs. But either way, you really are connected with people. People are really bonded to you, and they can tell that you have soul family and a soul tribe, and that you're on that level, that soulful connected level. So it's deeper, like your wealth, your richness, no matter what they want to say, when they want to say, like, oh, if you're not grateful 124/7, it's like, whatever. You really, what they're jealous about or what they're like wanting, it's kind of like what they want you to know, that, or what they don't want you to know, that they really are wanting. It's not the wealth, it's the soul connections. That's really what people are so drawn to you, and that they want some of that. They want that bonding. They want that childlike companionship. They want that soul fam. They want those connections that feel like that you're really there because of your deep insides, and not just because of circumstances of life, that's why you're friends, which is a lot of people. They just are friends because of work or school or whatever. But like, you're friends with people because of your calling in life and your passion and your expression and the way that you believe in, and yeah, your beliefs and your faith and your magic. Okay, then you also got the Fool card. So what makes you so magnetic is how you just start something new, that you're adventurous, that hummingbird and butterfly energy, that ability to just pick up and go and start a new adventure and be spontaneous and become someone new, start something new, that bravery that it takes to just change. This buffalo has this like purple lightning behind it, and that spark, that change, that divine spirit coming in and stirring things up, you're open to it. And that's what makes you so abundant. That's what makes you grounded and able to fly and flow. Yeah, and then you've got the Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups. So your ability to see truth, to speak truth, you could be very sharp-minded and sharp-tongued. The way that you give love when people are sad and they're not seeing the cups that they have, they're not. You give them love. You have so much abundance to give. And the fact that you can just give your love and passion so freely is very admired by a lot of people. It's definitely what's bringing people in, and the lore of you, your peace, your sacredness, your solitude is also kind of slipping out. So your solitude within yourself, your inner strength, your inner value, your inner worth, you're strong in the inside and people can feel it. And that's what they're so magnetized to, okay? You got the inner wealth. All right, what makes you so magnetic? This deck is just so hard to shuffle. Okay, all right. What makes you so magnetic? What makes you so magnetic? Oh my goodness. No, not a million cards, but I will take this one. What makes you so magnetic? Okay. What makes you so magnetic? I was really trying to read this, like, this card. I just felt something kind of different behind it. That's what I was trying to say, is like people jealous of you because of this inner wealth and richness, which is like, it's also drawing them in, and they're also like triggered or something. But also what I'm really getting is just like people are so drawn. Yup. Wow. Okay, I understand now. So people are also just really drawn to the way that you grieve and cry and go down to dark places, and then you rise back up. So and they understand that you are very comfortable in darkness, that you're very comfortable within sadness or people's emotions, so people can come to you with their emotions. Also that you are going to feel through yours, and that you're not afraid of the dark. You're not afraid to be by yourself. You're not afraid to be sad and low vibe or whatever, because you understand that that's part of life. You also know that there's a lot that you can help out and do and gain from going down dark into different places. Yeah, so it's like people might get on you for partying too much or something, where it's like viewed as really bad or dark, but you're understanding the spiritual like meaning, level, and experience and wisdom and value that you're getting from it. So you're not afraid, and that's what people are almost like intimidated and magnetized by, because you can go into the underworld, you can go down into the darkness, you can go down and retrieve what you need to retrieve, whether that's the wisdom or a friend or something, and come back out, and you get the gem from that. You understand the emotional intelligence and evolution that you get from it, the strength. It's this shamanic energy that's able to go in the dark, that's in the dark, right? That's in space right here. The hand, and then there's the diamond. Wow. The underworld into the diamond, then you got the shaman card, which is like in the black with the diamond. But yeah, it's being able to be in the cosmic energy and to be in that kind of emptiness and pull things from different spaces and combine them all together with this web card and create something new, create something healing, create something special. Yeah, so it's the being able to go into the darkness and then like come out and create art and create healing, and to have all this experience and wisdom because you went there. And you went to the dark nights of the soul, and you did let yourself grieve, and you did sign up for these things to be part of your path or whatever. Then you've got the heart, which I'm like just blown away, because that's the exact energy. I mean, of course, they're the same author of these decks, but these two cards are just, especially this one too, because this is kind of what I was explaining with the web. It's like you're going into the darkness, you're taking the things and the lessons that you need to learn, and then you're creating this space and this home for something really beautiful and ready for love and for cherishing. And yeah, it's like you can go and get your heart broken, because you're going to mend it into something even more beautiful. And you will allow spirit to come down and crash and bring down divine insight and like redo your reality and bring that tower moment and bring that darkness, whatever, because you understand it's to create something even more beautiful and divine. And that just comes even more across in this card, which I don't even know has ever come out for me before. But I absolutely love, because you've got the heart and then you got this, which is, I mean, just the green and the pink are the colors of the heart. But the way that you just have your spirituality intact, and that you pray, and that you are like, it's bigger than you, right? Like this triangle, it's like you're here and you're like, yeah, I understand I have these skills and these talents and this ability to communicate and build and fly and flow, and this abundance within me, this spiritual richness, but you are directing it and leading it, and your intentions are for things that are bigger than you and that are healing the planet and healing those around you. So wow, okay, you got the shaman energy, the heart, and the temple. The shaman and the temple? Like, what? You are magic. You are enlightened. You are so divinely, like, your reputation. If reputation is wealth within the spirit world, and here you have this solid reputation, and yeah, this ability to create lots of art with your words and vision or whatever from your darkness. You're able to transform it. You have this like kind of Midas touch with it, where you can alchemize it into something golden and something that's, yeah, it's like it's just getting the coal of life and polishing it until you get the diamond. You're just able to do that, and it's so beautiful. All right, last few cards. Okay. What makes you so magnetic? Oh, okay. What makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic? What makes this group so magnetic? Oh, okay. I said one more. So the way that you are able to be spontaneous, the way that you can change up things very quickly, is actually what draws people in, is because they can't keep up and they don't understand what you're going to do next. And that's part of just being in the flow and connected to spirit and not living totally logical, and being able to just connect things and see the connections between things, even though other people might not. Your like vibration is very high and people can feel that, or you just have a very like elevated way of looking at things, and people feel that elevation. They feel that higher learning that you want to do spiritually, or that or in academia, but they feel your intelligence, especially your divine and emotional intelligence, and they can tell that you're just on a different level of thinking and being, and that you are just more, you're living in your truth more, you're more authentic and living in your heart. So because of that, you're just on this, you're just vibrating really well, and people really love your frequency, and they can tell that it's very high. Then you releasing guilt, and you processing your guilt and the weight of the world and different things. Like, people can tell that you have this big heart that is bearing a lot, and so they're very drawn to that. And maybe you really help people not feel guilty about the things in life that they have a lot of shame and guilt about. Like if you're just like, let people indulge around you, you let people just be themselves and be silly and be in their wide range of energies or whatever. But yeah, people can be really true around you, and they can switch it up, and they're not afraid to just change and be fluid and be different. So it's really a magnetic energy because you're so strong and stable, but you also change a lot quickly too, and so it's very comforting. All right, these are the last few cards from my deck. Yeah, you're really on a different level. Well, you got the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Heart, the Shaman, the Temple, the Fool, like taking you to new places. But really this Temple and the Shaman, yeah, and the Heart, you're just on this different frequency. You're seeing different realities, and you're able to connect them into this world. You're able to pull those different dimensions through and infuse it into this reality, and you can just create with so much more because you have access to this like spiritual toolbox. Yeah, okay. All right, what makes you so magnetic? What else makes you so magnetic? Last card, Spirit. What makes this group magnetic? What makes this group magnetic? Wow. What makes this group magnetic? What makes this group magnetic? Okay. So when I say you go in with the flow like the butterfly, yeah. Your wisdom, your romance, and that is this card with the heart. It's like Little Mermaid, I kissed a girl. In the middle of that, you've got the heart, and then this cup of love that you're giving away with this Page of Cups. You're very romantic. The way that you give love, your heart, your sweetness, your romance, your sensuality, your sweet nothings, your compliments, your gifts, the way that you really give a lot of passion and emotion and sweetness to other people, and yeah, just a lot of love. You really give a lot. And this heart activation, this give and take that you go through with your romance, it's giving you a lot of wisdom. And so you have the intellect, you have the heart and the instincts, so you are lined up with your truth. You help people live more in their truth. You speak your truth. Yeah, it's your light. What makes you so magnetic? Your aura, your light, your energy, your healing, you're shamanic, you're in the flow. What can I say? Like, you've got wisdom. You feel like this temple of healing, and you just can go so deep, and you can kind of travel within and go to so many different energies, and you have so much love, but you also have this structure and foundation and this flow and this ability to take steps forward. I see that you also break things down. That's part of being in the underworld, is that you can break stuff down and surrender and let things kind of die off. And you trust the flow and you trust the new. Yeah. You're a gem, what can I say? That is healing and sweet, and yeah, in the flow. All right, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your divine wisdom and your shamanic, playful energy. All right, I love you. Thank you for being here. If you would like to support me and share the love, I have my social media and tip jar down below. But I hope to see you again soon. I'm so thankful for your energy and that we could do this, that we could share some love and light together. And I'll see you on the next one, okay? Thank you. Bye.